Hello students, so let's start UPSC practice questions part 6. So all these questions are from the current affairs point of view. So let's start. The first question is, consider the following statements regarding Criminal Procedure Identification Act 2022. So the first statement is, this act repealed the Identification of Persons Act 1920. Second is, National Crime Record Bureau will play a major role in taking measurements of the convicts and storing them for about 75 years. Third is, rulemaking powers with regard to manner of collecting details is vested in central and state governments. So which of the following are the correct statements? So here, this Criminal Procedure Identification Act 2022 mainly focuses on measurements of the criminals. Okay, or in future, if the courts tells that he is not a criminal or like that, so then the details regarding his data will be erased. So now the details are like DNA samples, his handwriting, signature, his mental behavior, all those will be recorded. So all those information will be stored under National Crime Record Bureau, and this is run by Ministry of Home Affairs. Okay, so generally the records of every criminal will be stored for about 75 years. So these are all regarding this Criminal Procedure Act 2022. So the first statement, that is, this act has actually repealed Prisons Act 1920. First statement is correct, and the second statement is also correct, and the third one, yes, the rule making powers with regard to the matter of collecting details will be vested in both central government and state government. Okay, so option D, all these statements are correct. Now coming to the second question, consider the following statements regarding NCRB. So NCRB is National Crime Record Bureau. So let's look into these options. First is, it annually releases 4 reports. Second is, it was set up in 1986. Third point is, it works under the Ministry of Home Affairs. So here, National Crime Record Bureau. Before we have learned that first point is, Criminal Procedure Identification Act 2022 will be monitored under this NCRB. So now this NCRB is actually set up in 1986. Second statement is correct. And for every year it releases 3 reports, not 4 reports. Okay, the first statement is wrong, second statement is correct, and just now we got to know it works under the Ministry of Home Affairs. So 2 and 3 statements are correct. Why first one is wrong? Because NCRB actually releases 3 reports, and those 3 reports are, first is regarding prisons, that is Prison Statistics in India Report 2021, and the second is regarding accidental deaths. Okay, accidental deaths and suicides in India, and the third report is regarding crime in India. So it releases 3 reports every year. It was set up in 1986 under Ministry of Home Affairs. So option 2 and 3 are correct. Now coming to the third question, consider the following statements regarding Prison Statistics in India Report 2021. So just now we got to know NCRB releases this Prison Statistics in India report. And what are the other 2 reports which are released by NCRB? The other is Crime in India report, and the last one is Accidental Deaths and Suicides in India report. Okay, NCRB releases 3 reports. First one is Prison Statistics in India report, next is Crime in India report, and the third is regarding accidental deaths and suicides in India. So this is one of the report which is released by NCRB. So now let's look into this statements. The first statement is, Uttar Pradesh jail records the highest number of under trials, followed by Bihar and Jharkhand. So here, what is meant by under trials? Under trials is a person is arrested but he is not produced before the court. So that is meant by under trials. Okay, so Uttar Pradesh has the highest number of under trials, it seems, and second place goes to Bihar and the third place goes to Jharkhand. Okay, the second statement is 80% of under trials were from disadvantaged sections of the society. And the third statement is the prison staff are far less than the actual sanctioned staff. So here, according to this report, the Uttar Pradesh jail records the highest, but the second is Bihar, but the third is not Jharkhand, it is Maharashtra. So first statement is wrong. Why? Because the highest number of under trials are followed first in Uttar Pradesh, then Bihar, and the third is Maharashtra, not Jharkhand. So first statement is wrong. Second statement is correct. 80% of under trials were from disadvantaged sections of the society. And the third is the prison staff is more less than the actual sanctioned staff. Actually, the actual sanctioned staff is around 84,000, but present working staff are around 64,000. So, it is far less than the sanctioned staff. So, 2 and 3 statements are correct. Option B is a correct answer. First one is wrong. Why? Because the third place is not Jharkhand, it is Maharashtra. Now coming to the fourth question, which committee strongly argued for transparent working of political parties in the country? First is Dinesh Goswami committee, second is Tharkunde committee, third is Indrajit Gupta committee, and option D is all the above. So here all these committees actually strongly argued for transparent working of political parties in the country, for transparent political parties. Okay, so option D, all the above are correct. Fifth question, consider the following statements regarding child welfare committees. So first point is they are established under Juvenile Justice Care and Protection Act 2015. Second statement is they are constituted one in every state. Third point is it consists of chairpersons and 4 other members. So here child welfare committees are those committees where the children who are saved from human trafficking, child trafficking, from child labor, and from prostitution, all those children will be kept under this child welfare committees for their protection and care. So this child welfare committees was established under Juvenile Justice Act 2015. First statement is correct. And the second statement, they are constituted one in every state. No, for every district we can find one child welfare committee at least. If it is not there, there will be for 2 or more districts. Okay, but in every state there will be more than 10, at least 10 to 20 child welfare committees. So second statement is wrong. Coming to the third statement, it consists of a chairperson and 4 other members. Yes, but in these 4 other members, one person should be an expert for child welfare. Okay, so first and third statements are correct. So option C will be the correct answer. Now coming to the sixth question, family tax was introduced in which of the following countries? Option A USA, B Saudi Arabia, C China, D Pakistan. So family tax was introduced in Saudi Arabia. We know India is the largest exporter of labor to Saudi Arabia. So family tax is the tax for other countries' citizen. So it was issued by Saudi government. So if Indian living in Saudi Arabia with his family, then he have to pay 100 riyals, which is approximately 1700 rupees for each independent. So if a family of 4 goes and lives in Saudi Arabia, then they have to pay around 4 to 5,000. So this is about family tax. And coming to the seventh question, which country is a part of Indian Ocean Rim? Option A USA, B Malaysia, C Somalia, D Australia. Generally, Indian Ocean rim are the countries which are a part of Indian Ocean. So which the countries whoever is surrounded by Indian Ocean, all those countries are under this Indian Ocean rim. So we can easily identify USA doesn't have any relation with Indian Ocean. Okay, so option A will be the correct answer. So in this Indian Ocean rim we have 23 countries. So I'll tell the 23 countries. So it is Australia, Bangladesh, Comoros, France, India, Indonesia, Iran, Kenya, Madagascar, Malaysia, Maldives, Mauritius, Mozambique, Oman, Seychelles, Singapore, Somalia, South Africa, Sri Lanka, Tanzania, Thailand, United Arab Emirates, and Yemen. So all these are the 23 countries which are part of Indian Ocean rim, and USA is not a part of this. Okay, I'm sorry, the question is wrong actually. Which country is not part of Indian Ocean rim? Okay, so USA will not be the part of Indian Ocean rim. 8th question, Human Development Report is released by option A WHO, option B UNDP, C IMF, and D World Bank. So Human Development Index is released under UNDP, United Nations Development Program. 9th question is, consider the following statements regarding Project Cheetah. So first statement is, it is world's first intercontinental large wild carnivore translocation project. Second statement is, it is part of Project Tiger. Third statement is, National Tiger Conservation Authority is a nodal agency under Ministry of Environment. So here all these statements are correct. So option D will be the correct answer. And here under this Project Cheetah, 8 wild African cheetahs from Namibia were recently introduced in Kuno National Park, which is in Madhya Pradesh, under Project Cheetah. Okay, out of this 8 wild African cheetahs, 3 are males and 5 are females. Okay, so this is related to Project Cheetah, and this under Project Cheetah, 8 wild African cheetahs were introduced in Kuno National Park. It is in Madhya Pradesh, remember it. Now the 10th question is, consider the following statements regarding Ranipur Tiger Reserve. First statement, it recently recognized as Uttar Pradesh 5th Tiger Reserve. Second statement, it is a tropical dry deciduous forest. And the third statement is, it was notified as a tiger reserve under Wildlife Protection Act 1972. So here the first statement is wrong, because this Ranipur Tiger Reserve was Uttar Pradesh 4th Tiger Reserve, not 5th. So first statement is wrong and the other two statements are correct. So 2 and 3 are the correct answers. So option B is a correct answer. Now coming to the 11th question, choose the correct pairs. So first pair is Malimat Committee. Malimat Committee recommended to implement the empower the magistrate to authorize the collection of data such as blood samples for DNA, hair, saliva, and semen. And second is Law Commission. So under Law Commission, recommended to bring modern trends in criminal investigation. And Indrajit Gupta Committee suggested for more transparent working of political parties in the country. So here all these three pairs are correct. So option D is a correct answer. Now coming to the 12th question, which of the following statements are correct regarding Prison Statistics in India Report 2021? Now I'll ask you one question. Who releases this Prison Statistics in India Report 2021? It is NCRB. NCRB was established in the year 1986. NCRB actually releases 3 reports annually, and those 3 reports are, one is prison statistics in India report, and the second one is accidental deaths and suicides in India, and the third report is crimes in India report. So under this prison statistics in India report, so here the first point is nearly 8 out of every 10 prisoners in Indian jail were awaiting for trial. Second statement is 67.5% inmates belong to SC, ST and OBC communities. Third statement is only 64,449 jail staff out of sanctioned 89,479 are present. So which of the following are correct statements? So all these statements are correct. So option D is a correct answer. 13th question is, which of the following statements are correct regarding prisons? So the first statement is prisons come under central government. Second statement is Ministry of Home Affairs provides regular guidance and advice to states and union territories. Third statement is it is governed by Prisons Act 1894. Fourth statement is administration and management of prisons is the responsibility of state government. So here prisons is actually under state list. So first statement is wrong. Prisons come under state government. It is not central government. And second statement is correct. Ministry of Home Affairs only will provide regular guidance and advice to states and union territories. And third statement is also correct. It is governed by Prisons Act 1894. And fourth statement is also correct. The administration and management of prisons is the responsibility of the state governments. So 2, 3 and 4 are the correct statements. So option B will be the correct answer. 14th question, consider the following pairs. So first pair is Criminal Procedure Identification Act 2022. So under this empowers police to obtain physical and biological samples of convicts and those accused of crime. Second is e-prisons project, reduce the pendency and helps in litigants. Third statement is e-courts, introduce efficiency in prisons management through digitization. So which of the following are correct? So here only first statement is correct, because e-prisons project is introduced to increase the efficiency in prison management through digitization, and e-courts was implemented to reduce pendency and helps in litigants. So 2 and 3 pairs are incorrectly matched. So only option A, first pair is correct. Option A is the correct answer. 15th question, consider the following statements regarding Corporate Social Responsibility Rules 2022. So under this corporate social responsibility, a company with net profit of 5 crores or more should spend at least 2% of it to corporate social responsibility activities. Second statement is the utilization of corporate social responsibility amount is monitored by corporate social responsibility committees. Third statement, the guidelines regarding corporate social responsibility act is issued by Finance Ministry. So here first statement is correct. Now what is this corporate social responsibility? So a company which has a profit more than 5 crores or more, then it should spend at least 2% on corporate social responsibility activities. Now what are these corporate social responsibility activities? Like concentrating on environment and giving more employment to the local people, and all these come under corporate social responsibility. So spending of this money will be managed by the CSR committee, and the guidelines regarding CSR Act is issued by Ministry of Corporate Affairs, not Ministry of Finance. So third statement is wrong. So only 1 and 2, option A is correct answer. Now coming to the 16th question, consider the following statements regarding Nordic countries. So this Nordic countries is in news because the social democracy of the Nordic model of social democracy led to the countries to be in top position. So in every index whatever you take, the top 5, I mean the top countries will be from Nordic countries. Okay, so let's look into the statements. First is Sweden, Norway, Finland, Denmark and Iceland are called Nordic countries. Second statement, Nordic model of social democracy is a combination of social welfare and economic systems. Third statement is Nordic model of social democracy helps those countries to achieve higher living standards, economic progress, low levels of inequality and highest labor participation in the world. So all these statements are correct. So 1, 2, 3, option D is the correct answer. Now coming to the 17th question, consider the following statements. First statement is, in Swapnil Tripathi versus Supreme Court case 2018, the Supreme Court declared live telecast of court proceedings is part of right to access justice under Article 20 of the Constitution. Second statement is, till now 6 high courts have started live streaming of court proceedings. The third statement is, live streaming of Supreme Court proceedings is a part of e-court project. So here the first statement is correct, but we know Article 20 is about no person shall be convicted of any offenses. Okay, so this Article 20 is wrong because right to access justice will come under Article 21, not 20. So first statement is wrong. And the second one is, yes, till now 6 high courts have started live streaming, and those 6 high courts are Gujarat, Orissa, Karnataka, Jharkhand, Patna and Madhya Pradesh. So these are the 6 high courts which have started live streaming of court proceedings by YouTube channels. And the third statement is, live streaming of Supreme Court proceedings is a part of e-court project. So yes, all these statements are correct. Just now we have read about e-court project. Now what is this e-court project? E-court project is actually aims to reduce the pendency and helps the litigants. Okay, so first statement is wrong and the rest two are correct. So option B will be the correct answer. 18th question, consider the following statements regarding India and Saudi Arabia relations. So first statement is, both countries discuss regional and international issues at platforms like United Nations, G20, GCC, that is Gulf Council of Cooperation. And the second statement is, to streamline migration process for workers, India's e-migrate system was integrated with Kingdom's e-Thatik system. Third statement is, India is a major exporter of labor to Saudi Arabia. So here regarding India and Saudi Arabia issues, all these statements are correct. So option D is a correct answer. Both India and Saudi Arabia share common platforms like United Nations, G20 and Gulf Council of Gulf Council Cooperation. So option D is a correct answer. 19th question, consider the following statements regarding Samarkand Declaration. So this first statement is, this declaration was signed under the recent G20 summit. Second statement is, this declaration advocated commitment to peaceful settlement of preferences and disputes to deliver common principles in order to suppress terrorist and extremist organizations and support for non-proliferation of nuclear weapons. The third statement is, it took place in Samarkand, Uzbekistan. So which of the following statements are correct? So here, coming to the first statement, Samarkand Declaration is a part of Shanghai Cooperation Organization, SCO. So first statement is this declaration was under recent SCO summit, not G20 summit. So first statement is wrong. The second statement is correct. This declaration advocated commitments to peaceful settlement of preferences and disputes to deliver common principles in order to suppress terrorist and extremist organizations and support for non-proliferation of nuclear weapons. So this declaration took place in Samarkand, which is in Uzbekistan. Third statement is also correct. So option B will be the correct answer. The first statement is wrong because it is not G20 summit, it is SCO summit. Okay, and under SCO there are 9 members, and those 9 members are China, Kazakhstan, Russia, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, India, Pakistan, and Iran. Okay, and observer states are 3. Afghanistan, Belarus, and Mongolia are observer states, and in this recent SCO summit, Iran became the permanent member. Okay, and 20th question is consider the correct pairs. The first is exercise Kakadu. It is Australia and 14 countries including India. Next is exercise Jimex, India and Japan maritime exercise. Third is exercise Parvat Prahar. It is Indian Army exercise to show power of Indian Army to carry out operations in high altitude mountains of Ladakh sector. So which of the following are correct statements? So all these 1, 2, 3, all these statements are correct. So option D is a correct answer.